Eller PE7, Week 16, Food Label Introduction. Looking at a food label can help you figure out if a food is good or bad for you. There are 6 places you should circle right away on a food label because some nutrients are more important than others. 2 big circles and 4 small circles. All of the servings information and all of the fats information is 2 big circles, and then carbs, fiber, sugar, and protein. The bottom part of the food label shows the information for 1 serving. And what is a serving? A serving is how much you're supposed to eat from a food. So a serving of this food, shown here on this food label next to serving size, is 2 crackers. A serving of pizza is 1 slice. The grams of macronutrients below, like carbs, is how much that macronutrient would come in 1 serving of that food. Servings per container tells us how many servings are in the whole box or bag. This pizza container has 8 servings. But here's the problem with serving size. The food makers can decide on any serving size they want, and they change the food label information to be unrealistic. Look at this food label. When was the last time you had 2 chips from a bag and then stopped? This food label shows that the serving size is so small that there's 21 servings in this box. That's completely unrealistic. Imagine a normal-sized pizza cut up into 21 tiny slices. No one would take only 1 serving. That'd be too small. But food companies do this to make it seem like their food isn't so bad for you. Look, only 1.5 grams of food fat in this food. Great, right? But if you eat all the chips in the box, like most people, you're actually getting 21 servings worth. So, that's 31.5 grams of food fat in this food. And that's a lot. This happens everywhere on food labels. A 32-ounce Gatorade bottle has 4 servings in it, as if you're only going to drink 1/4 of the bottle and save the rest for next week. So we should be multiplying all of this information times 4. Chips, crackers, cookies, and desserts are always the worst offenders. This says 1 ounce of chips is supposed to be a serving. 1 ounce? Some packages give you the nutritional information for half of a cookie. A half of 1 cookie? That's ridiculous. You may have heard about calories before, but we don't circle calories. We don't do that because the macronutrients in the food are way more important. Calories measure energy, but there are different types of energy in food. You think 200 calories of vegetables is the same as 200 calories of dessert? No way, dude. Far more important than calories is checking the total grams of macronutrients, that we can see if the food has the right kind of energy for us. After you've figured out the type of energy in food, you'll want to know if you're getting a lot or a little. So next, you'll check the food label for the grams next to the macronutrient. The Goldilocks number is 10 grams, because that's just right. More than that is a lot, less than that is a little. So this food, here, is pretty high in food fats. 1 serving has 16 grams of food fats, and that's more than the Goldilocks number, so that's a lot. Eventually, with enough practice, you can look at a food label and start to see there's no difference between the foods that you used to think were good for you and the unhealthy foods. Just sugar, dude.